Alright, please, I need to confirm you can see my screen, please. Let me know. Alright, please confirm you can see my screen. Hello, everyone.
Yes, go ahead. I can hear you. We can hear you.
Alright, so welcome, everyone. And my name is Kalisti Sinaboya. I'll be your moderator for the day. And I think I see our facilitator on the call, Mr. Victor Ajiboye. You're welcome. I see current technical co-lead on the call as well, Mr. Paul Alabi. You're welcome. I see Carrington. I see Akpiri Solomon, and also our section administrator. You're welcome, ma'am. So happy to have you. So we'll be starting by 5:05, so as to give enough room for people to start joining in. But I still see my colleague on the call. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. So, yep. Please, you can also share the link to groups and social media, our various social media platforms, our statuses, and basically inform our friends, family, and those who would like to be part of the program to quickly join in before we get the nuggets that we are going to be having from our facilitator. So, welcome everyone once again, and we'll be starting in the next 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes. So by 5:05, giving enough room for other people to join in, we will be starting. Thank you so much. All right. Hello again, everyone. So happy that we have all of you here, and I'd like to welcome you once again to the April Professional Lecture brought to you by the SPE Warri Young Professionals. And like I earlier said, it's going to be a very exciting program. So I hope we all got our pens and our papers because it's going to be a very, very, very glorious ride with our theme and our great facilitator, team saying grinding and glowing health and wellness tips for young professionals. So, like I said before, we'll be starting by 5:05, giving enough room for people to join the call. So let's keep it locked in while we await others to join. Thank you. Please confirm you can hear me. I don't want to see if I'm speaking to myself, or please confirm you can hear me, please. Sorry, apologies. Can you hear me? Just got kicked up by network. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, so thank you so much. So apologies for that. So like I was saying, welcome everyone to the April Professional Lecture brought to you by the SPE Warri Young Professionals. And it's going to be like we always promised and like we have always delivered. It's going to be a very, very exciting session. And coming from the renowned facilitator that we brought to you today, which is an expert in his field. So just give me a moment. Let me share my screen. Don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, please?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I don't. It's
Okay, I can see your screen.
okay. You can see it now. Okay. I'm just to share that. Okay. So welcome everyone. Firstly, my name is Kalisto Sinabuya. I'm YP at the SPE Warri section, and I'll be your moderator for the day. I'll be taking down our team, which is Grinding and Glowing, which is giving us more information about health and wellness tips for us as young professionals. As much as we are grinding, we all want to get that success, we all want to get that money. It's good to always keep in mind the wellness of our health and basically the vitality of our health. And that is what this session brings to all of us in the room. And to show us the importance and the importance of being healthy, being fit, and being whole as a person generally. So without further ado, I will be taking you down our session period. So our order of events. Again, my name is Carlos Sinaboya. I'll be your moderator for today. For the session, we'll be going through our safety brief, which will be taken by Ogwani Lucy. We'll also be taking down our opening remarks, which will be taken by our section administrator, which is Mrs. Tessie Ubaga. Then also to the moment, which is our professional lecture by our very own esteemed speaker, which is Dr. Victor Ajiboye. Down, we'll be taking the question and answers, the photography, presentation of certificates, SPE awareness, and upcoming events, down to the closing remarks, which will be taken by Akperi Solomon. So on the road, shall we? So, no, why this is. All right, without further ado, let's begin with our safety brief, which will be taken by our very own YP, or in person of Wine to Lucy. So Lucy, I kindly confirm you're on the call so as to take the safety brief. The floor is yours.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much. So my name is Ogwani Lucy, and I'll be taking the safety brief for this program. We all know that safety is a very important thing in the industry, and SPE always emphasizes about safety in our different programs, both physical and online programs. So for this program, we're going to adhere to these safety procedures. Firstly, mute your mic when not speaking so that you don't distract others. So if you're not talking or you are not the moderator, you're not taking any part, please mute your mic. Then secondly, raise up your hands to speak. If you want to speak, you want to ask a question, or you want to confirm something, please do well to use the chat box. You used the emoji for raising up your hand so that you don't also interrupt anybody that is speaking. Then use the chat button. Yeah, if you want to also ask questions, you can also use the chat button, and the moderator will do well to read out your question to anybody the question is being addressed to. Please, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, I can hear you, Lucy.
All right, thank you. Then ensure you can hear the fire alarm with your headset. So if you are using a headset, please ensure that you can still hear the fire alarm around you. Be at alert and aware of your environment. Maintain a good sitting posture. Please try to sit properly so that you don't have backache. Thank you very much, and let us enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you so much, Lucy, for that very apt safety moment. And I feel we can basically do more and better with the numbers. So I would like to still try for post on various social media platforms, statuses, so as to get more people on the call as we move on. Because come on, we all would like to just get the nuggets by ourselves. So let's get more people in. Yeah, and also just a quick acknowledgement. I'd like to acknowledge Paul Alebi on the call. I'd like to acknowledge our section admin, Mr. Ubaga. I'd also like to acknowledge William Okon, which is also one of the brain boxes behind this very beautiful session. Akperi Solomon, Blessing, Carrington, Lucy, that just took the safety brief, Mary, Ijoma, Achineke, and Janet as well. So please, let's post, let's keep the posting coming. Let's inform people of the session so as we go along. So without further ado, I'll be taking you to the next point of this session, which is going to be taken by our very own Mrs. Tessie Ubaga, and she'll be taking the opening remarks. So, Madam Tessie, the floor is yours. The virtual program is yours. Just call us into the program. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Please confirm you can hear me. Am I being heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, distinguished guests, the facilitator of today, Dr. Victor Ajiboye, the moderator, Mr. Kalisus Onaboya, the entire SPE Warri Energy Innovators. I greet you all. You are welcome to this April professional lecture, and we are glad to have you join us. Today's theme is grinding and glowing, health and wellness, tips for your professionals. Today reminds us that while we work hard to succeed, we must also take care of our health and well-being. Not only working hard, but also taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. I encourage every one of us to listen today, learn, and participate actively. I wish us all a very productive and engaging session. Thank you so much, and God bless.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am, although you were breaking at some points. But yeah, like she said, as much as we are trying to get our career going or trying to get that money going, want to get that money, it's very key to pay attention to our health. And that is also the reason for this session. And who better else to do it than a medical practitioner himself, in the person of Victor Ajiboye, who is a medical practitioner at the University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital. So thank you so much for that beautiful opening remark, Madam Tessie. I'll be moving on to the next, which is the moment of the day, the star of the day, which is our very facilitator. Okay, did anyone speak? Okay. Can you confirm you can hear me, please? Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. You can see it's even pumped up to dish out those nuggets to all of us. So thank you so much, Dr. Victor, for being here. He's a medical practitioner at the University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital. So I will be reading his bio next. So who is our facilitator? Dr. Ajiboye Victor Oluwatobi is a medical doctor with a strong passion for preventive health, trauma care, and community health education. He earned his medical degree from the Grodno State Medical University, Belarus, and currently practices at the University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital, Nigeria. Dr. Ajiboye is dedicated to translating medical knowledge into practical insights that helps individuals and communities make better health decisions and live healthier lives. Hope I'm not even seeing virtual applauses. Please, let's appreciate our esteemed facilitators. You can use the chat, you can use the emojis. Let's appreciate. So, Dr. Victor, the floor is yours. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Kindly confirm if I'm audible.
Hello, Dr. Victor.
Yeah. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. The floor is yours.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be among great, driven professionals like you. Thank you for the opportunity to present this topic. I trust God, by God's grace, that it will be a great session and we'll take several great lessons from here. So to get into the presentation, I'd like to share my screen. Please kindly let me know when you... Can I share my screen, please? Nico?
Yes, you can, Dr. Victor. I think you do have the host rights to share.
All right.
Yep.
So are you seeing my screen now?
Yes, you can.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. So this is today's topic. We're talking about grinding and glowing. It is health awareness tips for young professionals. Personally, I've noticed that we have a lot of young professionals, young people all about, chasing the, like we say in quotes, we are chasing the bag, we are chasing the money, we are chasing the, everybody's just trying to get the money and to do well in their profession. But at the other side of it, people neglect their health. People forget to check their, their blood pressure, their blood sugar. Some people can never remember when last they went for medical checkup. Some are involved in unhealthy habits like eating, junks, sedentary lifestyle, and these things are seeds that build on later on, and you see the effects in the future. So my little assignment here this evening is just to, enlighten us about um, the possible ways to grind and at the same time to glow. So I'll start with this. Many young professionals today are grinding hard to build their careers, but the truth is success means very little if our health collapses along the way. So our health is actually an important driver in being successful. So this will be my presentation outline for this evening. We'll brief talk on the modern work lifestyle, some hidden health risks in the modern work lifestyle, then particularly in importance, 5 pillars of wellness and practical everyday tips. So the basic young professional lifestyle includes, long working hours. Also on bustle, you go to work by 8 in the morning. Some people even from 7 a.m. in the morning, before they are back home, it's getting to 6, 7, 8, the whole day is gone. You are fagged out, you're exhausted, Also chasing deadlines, constant pressure from work, also contributing to poor sleep. You're not properly rested, you're having headaches, you're having shoulder pains, you're having body pain, basically. Then sedentary lifestyle is also in association with this, because you don't have time for exercise, time to cook healthy meals. You just basically just delve into eating junks and just settling for whatever is available. And that's also in association with fast food and regular meals. So the modern work culture is very dangerous, honestly, and it often leads to a lot of silent health damage, a lot of silent health damages. So look at this illustration, this chart. So this is just an illustration of what I'm trying to talk about, what I was trying to talk about previously. So you see this particular worker. This person was at work for, let us say, 8 hours, seated all day. Let us say this person is a customer care rep or so, seated all day for 8 hours. The person has not even stood up for a while, not even stretched his or her legs, not stretched her body, just seated there all through the 8 hours. After the close of work, he or she goes into the car and drives home for about 2 hours. There's no form of physical mobility or any form of movement, and the person is just no driving home. Now the person gets back home. Person has bought fast food at Chicken Republic or the place or any of those restaurants on the road. The person just sit down, binge, watch movies, just eat, and the next thing is sleep. And if you look at the whole hours of this person's day, this person has done little to no physical activity for that particular day. And this is wrong. This is actually very dangerous. And over time, the long-term effect is not palatable, honestly. So, why does our health matter? Poor habits today is equal to future diseases. Just like I said earlier, disease we plant in our 20s and 30s are what we reap in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and so on. I've seen very young young professionals, and this is my clinical practice, coming down with conditions like hypertension, diabetes. You see a 25-year-old professional having elevated blood pressure, going to the ranges of 200 and something, 200, and this is very risky. Some of them come down with stroke. Some are not even so lucky that to detect this early, and he does hear that the person does slumped, or the person does died, or had a cardiac arrest at work, and that's the end. And this person is grinding, doing it to our best to make ends meet, to make the best in their career, their future endeavors, but while ignoring the health. So our health really matters, because poor habits today equals to future diseases in the long run. Diseases like diabetes, burnout, heart disease, obesity, hypertension, and the likes. So the five pillars of wellness, we have sleep, we have nutrition, that is good proper nutrition, physical activity, tending to your mental health, and preventive health care. Interesting to know that as young professionals, if we fix these five areas, it will put you ahead of most people. Honestly, it will put you ahead of most people. It's not just enough to be excellent at your profession, at work, but even we as medical professionals, we are also guilty of this times that we are just after chasing work, and we want to see the next patient, clear the patient load and everything, while we're also ignoring our health. And you find out that people just come down with serious health issues. But when you see a young professional who is also grinding and is also paying prompt or close attention to his or health, the patients will also likewise the professional will also likewise glow. So fixing these five areas, that is the sleeping part, the nutrition, being physically active, tending to your mental health, and also preventive health care, put you ahead of most people. Let's not forget that important point. So, sleep. You know, it's interesting to know that sleep is the new smoke. Lack of sleep is the new smoking these days. Quite a lot of people that are addicted to smoking, just like lack of sleep. A lot of professionals are not getting poor sleep, proper sleep rather, not getting proper sleep. You see people that get back from work late, you're just getting 4 hours sleep, and you're waking up. You find out in the morning when you're going to work, you're all grumpy, you're feeling tired, you're having this mental block. You can't really process things properly. So that's the effect of poor sleep. So sleep is the most underrated medicine. I don't know. I'm sure many of us can relate with what it feels like to get proper sleep. When you are well rested, when you sleep well, you feel fresh, you feel relaxed, you feel much more energetic. So I want you guys to see, I want you professionals to see sleep as a form of recharging your battery. It's just like your phone battery is low, you charge it to 20%, and you just go out with the phone like that, like you start your day with it. By the time you are already in the middle of the day, your phone is already about 8%, 9%, already indicating that charge me, battery low. So let's still sleep like that. Sleep is a form of recharging our internal battery. When you're well rested, when you get enough sleep, you are well charged up, you are fresh, and you're able to face the activities of your day. So some benefits of good sleep include better concentration, hormonal imbalance. Let me delve into this hormonal balance for a while. There's an hormone in the body which we call cortisol. We call it the stress hormone. We call it cortisol, stress hormone. So you find that especially amongst the female professionals, you come to the hospital, you tell you that, doctor, I've noticed that my period, my menses has been irregular. I'm having irregularity in my menses. What could be going on? I'm not using any pill. I'm not using anything. And they'll be chasing a lot of tests, a lot of remedy, but no improvement so far. And it just boils down to this simple question: are you getting enough rest? Are you well rested? Are you feeling stressed? You understand? So stress when you're not getting proper sleep, it increases your stress level, which translates to high cortisol level, leading to hormone imbalance. Same thing with the male professionals too. You start feeling a little bit non-energetic, start feeling so tired, get tired easily. So sleep is actually very important. It helps to maintain this hormone imbalance. And also, like I mentioned, it also reduces stress and also help for stronger immunity. So the goal for each day, according to the World Health Organization, is for every adult to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep daily. 7 to 8 hours of sleep daily. I know that's actually hilarious, especially with the whole work demand, but that is the recommendation. Getting proper sleep. It's not just sleeping randomly, but getting quality sleep. I don't want to go into sleep hygiene for now, but getting quality sleep is actually very important. So sleep deprivation affects decision making as much as alcohol intoxication. Just like I was saying earlier, sleep deprivation affects decision making. It affects your thinking process, the way you process things. You start noticing that there's this block in your thinking process, and that's the effects of poor sleep. So moving on to okay, this is also an image showing the benefit of sleep, just as I've earlier highlighted. Enhanced immunity, reduce stress level. Yeah, look at your clock. You see, reduce stress level. That is improved mood, boosted psychological. That is mental and emotional being. It's also interesting to know that good sleep aids maintenance of a healthy weight. It also reduces your risk of high blood pressure, diabetes, that's coronary heart disease, or some people also call heart attack, and also stroke. Better memory, information processing, improved attention and focus and concentration. So, moving on to another interesting aspect of this presentation. Nutrition is one core part for busy professionals. A lot of we young professionals are really guilty in this aspect. Everybody just after the next fast food, something that is quick to be, something that can be quickly eaten and just want to get on with the day. Nobody has time to look into, oh, am I eating right? Am I eating this? If I even ask, I'll ask a rhetorical question now. How many of us young professionals here have eaten fruit this week? How many of us have eaten fruits this week? Let's just answer that question and just see how we've been um tending to our nutrition so far. So nutrition is another important aspect for young professionals. That is, we have common mistakes that people make, skip breakfast, dependence on fast food. You just want to buy the next donut, the next meat pie, the next shawarma, you're taking a lot of sugary drinks, you're popping up on Coke, Fanta, also late night eating. All these have detrimental effects on one's health. You know, late night eating in particular is actually very dangerous. I tell people that late night eating is very, very dangerous. And you know why? When you eat late at night, let's say you get back from work by 9, 10, 11, you bought your food or something, yeah, and you are eating. The next thing you want to do is to sleep because it's not as if you'll be awake for the next few hours. Next thing you want to do is to sleep. And when you sleep, your food is not properly digested. Your food is not well digested. And that's why some people, when you wake up in the morning, you start feeling this, peppery sensation in your chest. Start feeling, that's what we call heartburn. You start feeling as if, you start belching, you start belching and perceiving the content of what you ate last night. And also, in addition to this, over time, this thing start translating to pot belly, you start accumulating abdominal fat, abdominal obesity. Some people think it's flex. You see some men, they're rubbing their tummy like, this is a sign of really good living. That they chop better food, they're rubbing their stomach. And that thing is not flex, that thing is danger, it's danger that is looming, So late night eating has its detrimental effect. We advise people to take dinner on or before 8 p.m. You eat your dinner before on or eat before 8 p.m. At least we expect that the remaining few hours you are still awake, you are sitting upright. Your food take next few hours to properly digest. And you can sleep, thereby reducing the risk. So some healthy eating habits for young professionals include, eating more vegetables. taking more fruits. You should take more water than soft drinks, and it should also reduce processed foods. I'll point out this again. More vegetables, more fruits, water above soft drinks, and reducing the processed food. So let's look at these eating plates together. Let's look at these charts together. So you can see these plates. So try this thing at home whenever you have time. Let's even start trying this. So disclaimer. Just little assignments for everyone. There are several tips that I will mention here right now. So Rome was not built in a day, you get. So let's start little by little. So you can just take either of these tips, whether it's sleep, whether it's nutrition, or the subsequent ones I will mention, and just start working on it from today as from this week, and you start seeing the differences. So talking about healthy eating plates, we are dividing these plates into four quadrants. The larger percentage of these plates should include vegetables. So we are saying that the larger percentage or the larger half of your plate should include more vegetables. That is taking vegetables and taking also cooking it with healthy oils. Those are very important. Then the other part of it is fruit. So we encourage people to eat fruit of varying colors, oranges, watermelon, carrots, cucumber, mixing it together. Then we'll talk about healthy proteins, as is choosing fish, beans, nuts, You also limit your red meat. So we advise people to eat more fish above meat. Then variety of grains too, like that is like whole and wheat bread, pasta and brown rice, You want to reduce refined rice like white rice and white bread, So this chart should help give a mental picture of how our plate at home, that is our eating plate, should look like, an healthy eating plate. So always remember this, that the larger part of your plate should contain vegetables, then contain fruits, contain healthy protein and whole grains. Then the fluid you should use is water. Water is actually important. I know it's not easy for most people. Most at times we just want the quick energy surge. We take energy drinks, want to take juice or take Fanta or this. Well, I'm not going to say you shouldn't take that, but if at all you want to do that, do it at the barest minimum. Just maybe once in a month if possible, once in 2 weeks if possible. But water is actually very important. I know that it has a lot of advantage for people. Just to give you a quick tip, an easy way to know that you're drinking proper water is look at the color of your urine anytime you go to the restroom. If you see that your urine is, it has this thick yellowish color and has this pungent smell, just know that you are not properly hydrated, you're not taking enough water. So a sign that you're taking enough water or you're well hydrated is you see a clear colored urine, much volume, less pungent smell. That's a sign that you're drinking enough water. And this is actually very good for your kidney. It protects your kidney in the long run. Honestly, it protects your kidney in the long run because the kidney needs water, and when there's enough water for the kidney, it functions properly. You understand? At least it's limiting one's risk of having chronic kidney disease, acute kidney injury that may necessitate the need of kidney transplants in the long term. So let's not forget these healthy eating plates as young professionals. Moving on to another interesting part of this topic, talking about physical activity. Even though you sit all day, you can still be active. Even though you sit all day, you can still be active. There are several risks of prolonged sitting. People come down with weight gain. You see people complaining of back pain, or neck pain, shoulder pain, even heart diseases. And this has been, this has been traced to physical inactivity. So a young professional's daily routine is basically is at work, seated on his chair, is inside the room, AC is blowing, everywhere is comfortable, you're just engrossed with your work. You've even forgotten that, oh, I've not even stood up, I've not stretched my legs today, I've not gone anywhere, and that's all. And later you start discovering that you're having back pain, you're having joint pain, and everything stems down to physical inactivity. According to WHO, every adult is meant to have at least 6,000 steps per day. 6,000 steps per day. I think the guideline was revised recently. It's now about 10,000 steps per day. 10,000 steps per day. So if at all you cannot go to the gym, you cannot lift these weights and all those dumbbells and those things, at least aim for at least 6,000 steps per day. Thank God we have more smart wristwatches available now, all these Fitbits, so which have pedometers. We can measure the amount of steps we have per day. Um, walking has a lot of advantages for the body, improves joint mobility, strengthens one's muscle, also help one to shed weight in the long run. As I will talk about all this brisk walking and those things. So, prolonging activity is actually very dangerous for a young professional. So, just to as a form of a sense of humor, we can see this man at the top is running, is active, and the quote in his front is the road to heaven feels like hell. You understand? So he's doing this vigorous exercise, he's stretching himself, he's feeling the pain, he's feeling the whole strain in his muscle, in his joints, he's feeling like, oh wow, this is actually very painful, very painful. But he doesn't know that this is an investment into his health. It may feel painful now, but in the long run, he's going to a better place, he's going to a good place. That is, he's investing into his health. Why we see this guy down there, see the man, round belly, pot belly, he's smiling, he's all happy, he's about to eat his cheeseburger, and he's just thinking that, oh, life is good. I'm enjoying myself. I deflect life. Wow, life must be so good. Chop life, chop life, chop life. You see? So he said the road to hell feels like heaven. For him, it feels like, oh, I'm enjoying myself. Let me that. Some people would say that life now once, so life now once that me will chop this life, me will enjoy this life. But he doesn't know that in the long run, this will translate to several health issues. You can this kind of person with this kind of build is already looking obese. This kind of person definitely will have diabetes, we have hypertension, we start having arthritis, because of the weight, the pressure, the whole burden on his joints. And this guy can come down with stroke and heart attack, and it's just gone like that. So I wouldn't want this to be the story of we young professionals that are grinding. We are also meant to blow. So the road to heaven feels like hell. So invest, it may feel painful now, it may feel really strenuous, but it's an investment into our health. So this is just an infographic for office syndrome. So look at the right side of my screen. You see what I'm talking about. You see this person, this lady has been seated for long, so she's having back pain, she's having shoulder pain, she's having headaches, she's having neck pain, she's having chest pain. And this is just due to, physical inactivity and being in a particular position for a long time. Let's come back to the left part of my okay. The middle of the screen, you see the part illustrating the arms, the hands, that is due to prolonged clicking, no prolonged use of mouse, and angulating the hand in a particular way, maybe due to, you're typing on your computer, you're using your mouse, and you come down with finger pain, hand pain, and wrist pain in the long run. So on the left part of the screen, you can see this little stretching exercise. For those of us that not be, the kind of job we are doing, cannot permit that we really stand up and walk around. These are little exercises that you can do. You can move your chair backward, raise your hand, little stretch of the leg, little stretch of the hand, bending forward, bending sideways, stand up, basically just stand up, if possible, move around, maybe get something and just come back to your seat, Those are little things that is better than just being seated in a particular position for a very long time. So these are some suggestions for in regards to physical activity, even though you sit all day. 30 minutes breaks walking, very important. Stretch breaks. I've always know when to take stretch breaks, Just know, okay, maybe in the next 45 minutes, the next hour, I want to take stretch break. Then, as much as this is funny, people don't like to use the elevator. People don't like to use the stairs, rather. Everybody likes to use the elevator. You just want the fast one, I'm going to fifth floor. Why will I be climbing stairs? If I'm going to sixth floor, why will I be climbing stairs? So climbing stairs is a form of exercise, form of physical activity. So just challenge yourself. Instead of using the elevator when you next get to work on Monday, just climb the stairs and just stretch those muscles, stretch those joints as a form of physical activity. So we're talking about mental health and burnout. I noticed that this is another part that is mostly ignored in our society these days. When we see people talking about health, we just talk about the physical aspect and we ignore the mental part of it. Our mental health is likewise really important. And this does not show over time. It's so subtle, so subtle. You don't even know when the effect is being taking place. You just notice that you are constantly fatigued, you are losing motivation, you are losing interest, you are getting easily irritated for small, small things. It just get you angry, get you feeling somehow, you are not concentrating well at work, your mind is wandering, and you are just feeling totally off. And that's just a sign of burnout, that your mental health is taking the toll and you're burnt out already. So impact of mental health issues at work. You know, Number one is this what we call absenteeism. That is, employers are dealing with mental health issues are more likely to take time off work. It's affecting your productivity at work. You have to leave work most of the time to get yourself sorted out or checked. And there's some people that even come down with serious mental health issues. Their mental threshold can't take some of this pressure and to break down. And you find themselves in the hospital trying to seek help, and it's affecting their work. Also, presentism. That is, this person is physically present at work, but the person is not working to their full potential. I'm sure some of us can relate to this particular aspect. You're at work, you're physically there, you are clicking your computer, you are working on your system, but you find yourself that your mind is wandering off, and it takes maybe someone drawing your attention for you to snap back to the present that, you know, physically being present at work, but you're not working to your full potential. That's another important impact of mental health issues as well. Then we'll talk about accidents and errors. Mental health problems leads to different mishaps in the workplace. That is due to stress, anxiety, lack of concentration. There's a value you're meant to input well in the chat, but you wrote the wrong number, you didn't calculate this well, and it affects the whole presentation of your work, and they're noticing some errors and accidents that can be avoidable in the long run. I also mentioned productivity too. So mental health is actually an important aspect of um paying attention to our health as young professionals. So healthy coping mechanisms for your mental health as young professionals that are grinding and growing. We have to inculcate healthy coping mechanisms in order to prevent burnout. And one of them is having rest days. Please, it's very important you have days off. You have days that you rest. You can't be grinding. You see some people they will grind from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Saturday. Sunday they are meant to use to rest. You are still, trying to chase some deadlines on your system, trying to quickly finish up the work you have for Monday again. And it begs the question, where do you get time to rest? Where do you get time to rest? When does your body even get this recharge? Like, okay, I'm taking this day off, I'm resting. Some people cannot even remember the last time, they went for an event, they went for a social gathering just to ease off the stress and rest. And it is actually unhealthy. It is unhealthy and it can lead to mental breakdown in the long run. So one important healthy coping mechanism is to have rest days, have scheduled rest days. Know that, okay, this day I'm not doing anything relating to work. I'm just taking this day off to get proper sleep, to Netflix, to hang out with my friend, just as a way. But if you do this, if you have rest days that you schedule regularly, you notice that you are happy, you are well focused at work, and yeah, it's very important. That's the aspect of also social connection, being present in the events of friends and families, celebrating loved ones, you get happy, you feel much more alive, you feel much more energetic compared to just being at work throughout the whole week and nothing else. It's just a boring lifestyle and you are getting unmotivated and getting mentally fagged out. Also, hobbies are actually very important. Like for me, one of my hobbies is watching football, playing chess, and just going out and taking a stroll. So every one of us should have hobbies that we do. For some people, it could be playing the instrument, maybe playing the guitar, or anything that basically that gets your mind off work, that makes you relax. That's what I'm trying to point out. Is something that makes you relax. Hobbies are actually very important that we should have. Also, talking to someone, you can't keep a lot of things in your mind. You can't hold up a lot of things. You break down to be too much. So look for someone that you trust. If something is bothering you, you talk to the person. You let out the steam. Yes, you let out the steam so that you don't become easily irritated. There's some people that just any small thing, the body, blown out on you. They're shouting. They're overreacting, and you're wondering what is actually going on? Why is this person reacting this way? And it all boils down to mental fatigue, burnout, and it's taking a toll on the person's mental health. So talking to someone also, that's this also translates to journaling. When you don't even have someone to talk to, writing these things down has also been shown to be therapeutic. So, success without mental peace is a very expensive achievement. You don't want to be successful and don't have a peace of mind. It's a very, very expensive achievement. So please let's turn to our mental health. So this is just talking about getting a hobby, drawing, yoga, planting, cooking, that's an important hobby. So talking about another important point is preventive healthcare. If I'll ask another rhetorical question. So everyone here, every young professional here, when last did you check your blood pressure? When last did you check your blood sugar? Some people don't even know what their blood pressure looks like. It's an assignment for everyone here, please. Try and get to a clinic, a hospital during the course of this weekend or next week, and just check your blood pressure. Just know what the value is saying. Just know where it is. In clinical practice, there was this patient of mine, let me remember his age, he's about 28 years old. He just came to the clinic and he said he just decided to come and do a health check, a medical checkup, because he just felt like it's been a while he checked. And he said he has been feeling strong. We're even laughing. He said he feels strong. He really falls sick. Yeah, so he doesn't even remember when last he treated malaria. He's feeling good and everything, and just want to check his blood pressure. All right, we got into it. We attached the blood pressure curve, and we started reading. Lo and behold, when the results came out, this guy's blood pressure was very high. Was very high. I can't remember the value in details, but it is around the range of 170 something or so, which is actually very high. And this person did not even know about it. And the thing about these diseases that are highlighted, we talk about like hypertension, diabetes, obesity. These things are silent killers. They don't show signs. They don't show symptoms like when someone has malaria, has maybe gastritis or diarrhea disease, that you can just easily pop some medicine or medication and it's gone. It does build up over time. Just keep putting the damage, putting damage until when the body can't take it again and there's a snap. Person that comes down with stroke, a heart attack, or different things that could have been prevented in the long run. And to be so sad for a young professional that has been putting in much effort at work, making effort to be excellent in their profession, and health has just trumped, poor health has just trumped everything. So that's another assignment for we young professionals here today. As much as we are driven, as much as we are grinding, it's very important that we know our numbers. Get to the clinic. It doesn't cost you much. Tell the person, please, I want to check my blood pressure, check your blood sugar, check your weight, calculate your BMI. At least it should be done every once in a year, at least, even though you can't do it every year, if every month, at least once in a year. So many diseases are silent before symptoms appear. So these are some everyday wellness hack. I'm rounding up soon. Small habits that change everything. Drinking 2 to 3 liters of water daily, standing and stretching every hour. That's like I've said. Walk whenever possible. You want to buy something across the street or few blocks away instead of entering the car or entering a transport to go there. Why don't you just walk? Just as a form of exercise. Just trek there, walk there, stretch your joints, stretch your muscles. Also protect your sleep. Don't allow anything to affect your sleep. lightings to affect us. You can silence your phone when you want to sleep. You can make sure the environment is really conducive for sleep. You want to protect your sleep. Also limits alcohol and smoking. These are very unhealthy and it's not good to delve into it. So, our health is not usually destroyed by one big event. It just starts with small, small daily habits. And once these things are ignored, our health will be. So this is also wellness we just like I've spoken about, paying attention to our social health, environment, intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical health. So a simple wellness formula is this: move, move, move. Don't stay in a particular position for a long time. Just always remember, take stretch breaks, move, stand up, go and get that thing. Stand up, move that joint. Eat better, eat better. Don't just eat junk food. You may not see the effects now, but the effects will definitely be seen later. So you have to eat better. Then getting proper sleep is also important. That cannot be overemphasized. To get manage stress to avoid mental fatigue and mental burnout. Also, check your health. Talking about preventive health, just like we earlier said, drinking more water and doing more relaxing activity daily. That's the part of getting a hobby. So, Jim Rohn said something. Said, take care of your body. Only place you have to live. Your body is the only place you have to live. You have to take care of your body. So tend to your body. Don't just ignore it. If you are noticing something that is off, get yourself checked, get yourself examined. You have to take care of your body because that's the only place you have to live. So, young professionals, your career is very important. Your dreams are also important, but your health is the engine that carries them. Hmm? So as much as our career is important, as much as we are dreaming big, those are very important things, but our health is the engine that carries them. So as young professionals, one of the take-home message today is as much as we are grinding, we need to glow. As much as we are grinding, we need to glow. So you don't want to be grinding, coming down with several different health issues and not glowing, you understand? So as much as you're grinding and you're paying attention to your health, these few points that I highlighted earlier, at least you glow and you do well and you live a fulfilled life. So please let's pay attention to our health because our health is an engine that carries them. Thank you for your attention.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Victor Ajibwe. That was a very, 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 very insightful session. And also, thank you for letting me know I have very little mental health. But,
You're welcome.
all right. So you mentioned it quite a lot. And it made us understand that as much as we are thriving for our career goals, striving to get the bag generally, we need to
Yeah,
pay keen attention to our health. And honestly, it's even from the very little things because you don't have to do, you don't have to be taking drugs every day to be healthy. You mentioned quite very simple things, okay, daily routines that we can follow that could better aid um to aid a better health generally. And spotlighting this just like a very a how would I put it, a fun teaser though. But generally in this time, can anyone actually sleep 7 to 8 hours a day in the time that we are? Can any young professional sleep 7 to 8 hours? No, let's ask ourselves like a good question.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
when you have the deadline to meet tomorrow by 8 a.m., you won't even sleep in the night.
honestly.
So honestly, like, how do we actually go about all these things, to be honest? Because as much as I want to look like that very fit guy that I saw,
Yeah,
I still
yeah,
eat burgers like the fat guy. So you understand? So we all want to eat junks, we all want to eat but thank you for letting us know what you can actually do to be fit, to stay fit, and to stay healthy. Because come on, okay, you even brought up this line. Come on, who doesn't want that burger in that fat guy's hand? Like, who doesn't want it? Because why would I choose that? Why would I choose running Almost
Yes.
90% people on this call would choose that body. But it's a necessity. And if you want to stay healthy, if you want to stay fit, it's good that you take very good cognizance of the various highlights that were made by Dr. Victor generally. Without, I also love to acknowledge a very great presence in person of Dr. Oluwaseun Adetona, who is the section chair of the SPE Warri section. So, sir, if you're on the call, I don't know if you want to like just greet the house before we move over to the Q&A session. Hello, sir. All right, so guessing he's quite caught up. So we'll be moving over straight to the Q&A session. Pardon me, let me share my screen. Yeah, apologies. So we're moving over to the Q&A session. And also, I would like to ask the house if we do have questions, you could drop it in the chat. You could ask to speak. Then I will just, yes, we have a very, very, very long question, I guess, from Mr. Aquarius because it can't be only me that has little mental health. So Aquarius Solomon, you can go ahead and ask your question. You were quite.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. It's better.
Okay. So I said to everyone. So my question with be as regards to the part of Dr. Ajibo instruction. So we're talking about we eating healthy as part of maintaining a good health. So I want to point out something. For instance, work in an organization where you do both night and day shift, and you are advising us to eat them early, and you are working in the place whereby you have to work all throughout the night. How do you eat early and still, when you eat early and you work until the night, that night hunger is something down for them. So how do we maintain our health? Eating alone, how can we fix that part of you being active all throughout the night and eating healthy?
All right, Dr. Victor, I don't know if you got the question because I know I didn't. Dr. Victor.
Okay. If just to reiterate your question, Mr. Akwe Solomon, you asked that how can we eat healthy and still be productive working at night? Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. So let me just give you this simple hack. This is also something that I had to look for how to go about it because as a healthcare professional too, we are guilty of these bad eating habits too. So what I do is this. I try to have my dinner. I try anything I want to eat. I try to have it before maybe 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. max. You understand? Any heavy food basically should be eaten before that time. Any heavy food, all those maybe you want to eat rice, want to eat swallow, you want to try and eat it early as much as possible. Okay, yes, you still have to work at night. You still have to do some work and you have to stay up at night to work. And hunger may set in. So what do you do? What I do is I have fruits around, you understand? So you stock your fridge or you have fruit in your house. You take fruits, you understand? You take fruits, you take apple, take banana, you take cucumber. So you can use fruits to quench that hunger, you understand? And hunger not every hunger should be acted upon. Please, not every hunger should be acted upon. That's why the part of intermittent fasting comes into play. Sometimes that, allow your body to rest. Just give your body that rest. Let your body get used to it. Let your body use the fat in your body as an alternate source of energy instead of just consuming food on every instance of hunger. You understand? So that's just a little hack I use and that's helped so far. It may take a while for your body to adapt to it, but in the long run, it will. So I hope I've answered your question. That's
All right. Like you said, it's going to take a very, very, very long while for that to
yeah,
adapt.
actually.
Because nah, it's gonna take a long while. So, Mr. Perry Solomon, did he answer your question? Okay, like you see, Dr. Victor, we even have one of a very guilty person of not sleeping in the night. So, so yeah, data proves it all. But yes, that's why we're having this session today to properly inform us on what and what to do. So yeah, is there any question again? If you have questions, could drop it in the chat. Get the
Okay.
chat.
Someone asked the question
Okay,
in
yeah.
the chat.
Yes, so let me just read it out. So please, Doc, can a healthy person have some foam in their urine? If yes, what could be the cause? And when should one panic? Wow, that's a lot, though.
Yeah, so there are several things that could cause foaming urine, you understand? Ideally, what I tell people is this. Um, some little incidents, some like once in a while, when you notice foam in your urine once in a while, no, you don't want to be too worried about that. One of the core causes of foamy urine, at least to start at a basic level, is dehydration. That's when I was talking about the importance of taking enough water. When you're not taking enough water and you start noticing that your urine, the color is very thick yellowish, and has this pungent smell, and you see a lot of foam there, it shows that you're not properly hydrated. So yes, healthy persons once in a while can have foam in their urine, but when you notice that it's getting so persistent, like every little time you urinate, you notice the foam in your urine, you need to pay attention to that. Aside from dehydration, maybe it can also indicate that something else is already going on with the kidney, whether your kidney is already leaking. Is your kidney is already leaking out protein, it's already leaking out important nutrients that is meant to be absorbed into the body. So you would want to go to the hospital and just get yourself checked. Just do a little urine analysis and just check it and just to be sure that there is nothing serious going on. But the place of water cannot be overemphasized. Water is very, very important. Honestly, just try it for the next 2 weeks and you see what I'm talking about. Taking adequate water, being well hydrated, and you see the difference in your urine. Yeah, so I hope I've answered your question, Ijoma. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that answered the question. You could also drop in the chat if that answered the question. Okay. All right. So due to time, we might not have the chance. All right. Thank you. So Ijoma said you answered it very, very well. So that's why you're a practitioner and not me. I'm very scared right now. But yeah. Um, Thank you so much, Mr. Victor, for that very exciting session. We really learned a lot. And well, let's say it's very key and it's good that we're having it now because a lot of us, I can't really say the state of our mental health. And you must not even go to the hospital at this point because basically you came to us and you educated us on how to properly go about all these things. So we really do appreciate. And yeah, that being said, we will be moving over to the next agenda, which is the presentation of the certificates, which will be done by Janet Adisujo, which is also IP at the SPE Warri section. Janet, the floor is yours. Janet on the call. Okay, I can see Janet is not on the call. So I will be giving the mic to Mr. William. You can, I don't know if you're available, and just do the presentation of the certificates. Hello, William.
All right, thank you very much. Please confirm you can see me. You can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so I'll be doing the presentation in Janet's stead. So thank you very much, Dr. Victor Ajiboye, for a very wonderful presentation. So, and on behalf of SP Warri YP session, SP Warri YPs, I would like to appreciate you for the beautiful presentation and in recognition for your facilitating in our April professional lecture on grinding and glowing, health and wellness tips for young professionals. So you did justice to this topic, and even I learned a lot from this session, and I took my notes, and I have things I had to highlight personally, right? So I could actually check myself and learn to live well. So all thanks to your uh, all thanks to you for sharing this wealth of knowledge. Thank you very much, and we wish to have you more. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I second that. Appreciate Dr. Victor as well. Thank you, William. So moving on, we'll be going to the photography session. So I know we all have beautiful faces, especially our facilitator, who has very great mental health, by the way. So kindly love to ask if we can open our cameras and just carry out the photography session. Let me just make this bigger. Sorry. Let me see. All right, so we need more cameras on. So let's take the pictures generally. Oh, look at our very healthy Dr. Victor Chipre. Nice to meet you, sir. Thanks for the very exciting session. All right, so we're taking the pictures now. Let me just do this. I think I can make this bigger if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'll just do it this way. Okay, so SPE, you can reply with a thumbs up. Cleaner energy. SPE, cleaner energy. So that's taken. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I saw a lot of beautiful faces. So blessing. I saw Lucy. What else did I see? I did not see William. William, you're on your camera.
Hello, please confirm you can hear me.
Yes.
Hello. All right, so the announcements would be as follows. SP membership announcements. We urge all persons on the call today to join SPE. You could join as a professional member, or if you're a student, you join as a student member. So there are several benefits of becoming an SP member. Registration costs are for new membership, $45, which is about 60,000 naira. For old membership renewal, $35, which is about 47,000 naira. Then for the student membership, it's $15, which is about 20,000 naira per year. So once you become a member, you get access to first-hand internships and career information, mentorship programs from industry leaders, scholarships and trainings, access to our vast technical and professional resource library and knowledge base, network with industry leaders and professionals, both locally and internationally, and several other benefits. So if you'd like to take the leap, just scan the QR code you can see on your screen, or you go through the link attached beneath it. Then also we're going to be having certain events this month. 2 events actually. The first one is our book review. The first is the ALP. ALP stands for Ambassadorial Lecture Program, holding next week. Then after which we'll have our book review for the maiden edition of our book review series, which we kicked off last month. So we're going to be rounding it off with a book review this month, but we haven't fixed a date yet. The date will be communicated to us. Then we have upcoming events, which is the YP Symposium. This is going to hold in May. So we're going to communicate all the details to everyone interested on the group chat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Francis, for that very apt and informative awareness, and also to let us know about our upcoming events. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that session. So moving on, we'll be taking the closing remarks, and this is to be done by Akpiri Solomon, who's also YP at the SPE Warri section. Solomon, do you have the floor? You're quite low audible. Yes, we can now.
So, good evening. I want to see session with quite an fast one. Can I be like signing up for everyone of us? So, start a session. Wrap up and I want to appreciate our facilitator, Dr. Warri. Thank you for finding us here. I also want to thank the leadership of the section. I think I said it. I also want to thank our YP leaders also. Thank you for making our time to do this. And let's also try to put all this together. Working from this, thank you everyone for joining. Very much.
All right, thank you so much, Akpiri Solomon, for that session. And once again, just like you said, I would like to thank everyone who joined. And you guys are the real MVPs because you guys are the last men standing. Thanks to our facilitator again, Dr. Victor Ajiboye. Thanks to the various leaders on the team. Thanks to Paul Alabi, who is career technical lead. Thanks to William. Thanks to everyone on the call. Thanks to Macaulay. Thanks to Ijoma. Thanks to everyone who stayed by to the end. And on that note, I would like to call the session to a close and see you in our next session or in our next program. Thank you so much. Bye for now.